station. Left, right.
I miss the days when finger waves were laid flat with the fade, and that jack of spades was either a pimp or just walk funny. Gangster white walls, TV antennas on Cadillacs. Drinking Mad Dog made you feel like a happy cat. We had checkerboard fat laces, braces with bumpy faces. Birthdays got celebrated. I wrote a poem to every girl I dated and they wrote back, cause brothers was buzzing for the honeys. Now they call them bees, and the queen became the worker of the hive. See, somewhere the king lost his pride for getting house to defend and provide. I miss the days when if a fool was out of place, she could throw a drink in his face and still not be called a bitch or get hit. When chivalry was common courtesy, music made common sense. It didn't sound selfish or made you jealous. Like Calloway inspired with that song, I wanna be rich. Lyricists protested war and what was it good for? No one could outscore Wilt Chamberlain on or off the court. Remember Whistle Break, Penny Pitch, Get Like Me, Key Lock BB? Punch me so hard. We played paparazzi shooting stars in our front yards. Invisible force fields could protect us. The coolest bike had the most reflectors. We made Kool-Aid concentrated, ice cream with snow, picking extreme afros and was reading rainbows. The old widow on the block always gave us candy. We made it rain with the deuce and wanted to be down with Brandy. I miss the days when kids couldn't play to finishing all their homework. And your mama don't wear no drawers. I saw when she took them off. We played the dozens with our cousins, but nobody laughed at Michael Jackson for flooding. Before Daddy left us, cartoons were the cornerstone of breakfast. Bruce Lee could kick anybody's ass, including Chuck Norris and Superman. My grandmother raised me to say yes sir, no ma'am. Everybody embraced family. So even the devil had a son-in-law named T.V. Straw. I bet your neighbors knew your name. They came over to acknowledge us. Young Brenda had a baby, but at least she knew who the father was. I miss the days when fellas wanted to play hide and go get it, and the girls was with it. Freaky Bridget always hid in the same spot. I mean, when the pill could kill the symptoms if you came down with it. My fitted cap was like American Express. Never left home without it. Wore to the right or the left and still got respected. Flexing hammer pants at the dance, and MC's tightest verse was clean, and the hype man performed choreography. Now, all they do is this. We kept our pants up, shirts tucked, and if we ripped them, preachers folks just patched them holes up. Listen, my school didn't have air conditioning, but we had prayer. Elders made us tell the truth, so I never chose dare. I swear, house parties started at the TikTok and went on and on and on, cause nobody got shot, but your ass got whipped cause somebody broke something. And my folks had nothing but valued everything. I miss the days when arcades cost a quarter, a dime bag ran a nickel. I sported penny loafers eating popsicles, and still couldn't spill a drop with flashing right around the sofa. Sitting this close to the TV, watching Richard Pryor and BET Uncut. And to me, big butt videos will never be a flaw. And big ups to ODB and Andy Murphy for being just like me, cause baby, I like it raw.
Woo! I hate math. So when my professor asked me to solve for X, I got kind of pissed and said, don't pick on me. Because you see, math is just an illusion, but don't get it confused. I'll still subtract everyone in your division, leave and multiply the result just to add insult to injury. Sometimes I think I suffer from math anxiety because I can never count on any one I've ever encountered. Countless times I've been picked on without a raised hand, 3 times a day on average by the meanest people who most often have the harshest motives. I take my lies and close them and imagine them in my range. In my hand I would raise, they try to consult and give me praise. I'd stop them, watch it, cock and aim for their median. My finger locks them down. So I'm an inequality, feeling unrelatable, causing me to be perceived as an anomaly. What is wrong with me is what I think, though. What's wrong with this? The opposite of any stereotype. I am such a fucking conjugate. I grew into an incongruent dude who moved from the base of this cube to 2 angles you don't try. Sharper than 9 sides in the cipher by the Grim Reaper. Grim features on their faces once I bonus. I shoot that sphere from the top of the arc and it arc like Noah. So give me 3 points. 1 for my pie, the other 2 for the time to try to get a slice. My parents function as one, equaling the sun, suffering from the angle of depression. And yes, it can fracture a factor into small fractions. So I want to find the root of my problems and graph it when I let it go. I can't find out why I hate it. The thoughts aren't symmetrical. The bad ones are all dilated. Society made me vertically challenged. Women think I wish only to get horizontal, thus I lust for nice curves like parabolas as reciprocals. I flip these hoes, we all know, add them up till I've had enough. I've had a rough equation. Trying to figure out why I'm so obsessed with these numbers. Like a bag of De Niro in search of a dime, I am Mariah Carey D1 and add a 0. And with a smile on her face, she'll write her digits at a place without a space or a hyphen adjacent. Try to be patient, so I waited. And when I called, I got a guy named Jason. Thought, why am I chasing? If you can relate, do tell. See, but if you tell, it's ironic because a prime example is someone who normally relates to themselves. I mean, bad relationships are like math, right? You treat our exes like exponents as we watch them decay with a beautiful half-life. Formulas I formulate in my mind till my skull is concaved as they constantly make a mockery of the thoughts in my brain. I stare at the problem, everyone around me hopes I miss it, but my juxtaposition of variables makes me so coefficient. What I mean is, I'm just different. Yes! I admit I'll go off on a tangent to watch everyone else co-sign to see what angle I'm getting at, but if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. The only ex I know is Malcolm and the object of divorces. So pick on me again, I'll put you in my crosshairs and multiply each part of your body. Then again, maybe I just blow things out of proportion.
You said I was born a bastard. That's what you told me, Mama. Dark moon of your nightmare. Half and half, but not whole, of a sum from a story retold over and over again from the center of my soul. I was just 3 minutes removed from being torn by the uterus of then, back when the sun turned its back and shadows cried. And even though just a seed, I can still feel you bleed from daddy's dirty deed, but he was the bastard, Mama, not me. I remember swimming inside you, you lay near death. And when you were well enough to feel my movement, your anger and resentment rumbled like thunder. And I wondered how much longer I had to be before you got rid of me. And even though an unwanted fetus, I knew who I was, Mama. Your son, the unchosen one. But in the ovum of that moment, I felt you concede my existence, no longer resisting the urge to murder the unborn metaphor and leave me lying in a pool of aborted promises. And that day, today I learned to escape danger by dodging coat hangers, jabbing at the anger of the desperate stranger you become. That day, I felt you scraping and screaming at you, striving to be free of me. You almost did, Mama, but I hung on, clinging to your womb like a dangling participle, clutching a poem yet written. I survived, Mama. I survived and proved that, because these things just don't fit. And I ain't nobody's goddamn misfit. And still you screaming, boy, you ain't gonna be shit. But I am. Now, I'll no longer be a pun for food stamps or income tax, because I am more than that. I am more. I am more than just sperm, jettison from the tomb of my mother's already lived affections. I am more than that. I am more. I wish you loved me like I loved you. Wish you loved me like I loved you. I loved you, Mama. Still, you said I was born a bastard. So this poem is for all those times you beat me for looking like him. And this line, the time that binds me to the umbilical of those moments where you made me feel like a weed without roots at the foot of an empty family tree. There was no one there, just me, but I am not like my father, Mama. I am 1% of you beside me. I am not like my father, Mama, because 1% of you beside me is the reason why I believe in weed. Come a long way from belt buckles and criticism, and I just want you to know all the love I ever knew grew to create me from you. And it'll take all this power and all this rage, leave my heart and soul on the Barcelona stage to you, because I am not a bastard, Mama. I'm a man, and I made it. And one day, my metaphors will open up heaven's doors and leave tear prints across the sky. And that day, that glorious, wonderful day, you and I will soar. Merry Christmas, Mama.
I stand, like Atlas, an island of a man, a black bastard. You see, the sheep are shorn so short, the peeps are fleeced and then reaped. Sticky scarlet burgundy, pinpricks of light reflect, old dance of eternity respect. I call the oldest soul to return to me. My chalice overfloweth, mercy and wrath spill forth. The lion awakens and remembers the cross. Revenge becomes meat, and the teeth sink. The host, tumultuous, thundering shouts cry out, justice, no soul wronged. White garments, the weak now strong. I welcome you to Armageddon. This old world's brilliance is dimmed by its very builders, poisonous secrecy and ritual thick words, plots and schemers, all. Their great fear, the reason for strong walls, the fall. Prosperity, advancement, stolen philosophies, always through slavery. Bloodthirsty is he. Children of the beast, born of whores, there's no rest for the wicked. See, the poor toil till conquest is finished. We're forever vigilant for God's judgments. On earth, short is patience. In heaven, long is eternity. And in hell, excruciating is their penance. Selah.
A letter to Boletta. I still bury the memory of your son in the grave of electronic consoles. His sullen voice resonates through speakers. He preaches sermons and they trance like religion. So the highway is my mosque. The driver's seat serves as my shrine. I grip steering wheels like the cross, baptized by the beat as lyrics sink into my psyche like 9-inch nails. A hard to swallow, bittersweet fruit today. The music doesn't taste the same anymore. Ms. Wallace, fathoming your pain is equivalent to predicting the number of bullets in a coward's gun, so I'll just assume how many they are willing to use. Tragedy desecrates dreams, but nothing is sadder to a mother than reading the epitaph of her creation. A bastard built by Brooklyn projects, destroyed by success. Notorious was your legacy, but tell me, after Biggie's demise, did you lie silent as an unborn baby? Or did your frustration shatter his accolades against the walls? Did you pick up the pieces, throw them over your shoulders like a wounded soldier? Do you still carry emotions resembling shards of broken promises underneath your eyelids? Can tears resuscitate the could-be's when you're stricken by the have-nots, outnumbered by too many has-beens? Listen, life is an unfair barter. Death won't bargain nor refund, and it comes at a heavy cost. So you taught Frank White to rise like a king, to believe the impossible, do the unthinkable, knock on heaven's door, speak like he's God, cross thresholds with muddy feet, dine in hell's kitchen, both elbows on table, chew with mouth open, loosen belt, suck teeth, belch loudly, tell the devil, fuck your couch, tilt his crown of thorns, sleep on bed of fire, and dream of immortality, singing, I'm going back to the crime scene of Christopher Wallace. March 9, 1997. Somewhere between the hours of conspiracy and revenge, a Los Angeles after party reached maximum capacity. So fire marshals asked everybody to leave a letter. Why was your bad boy escorted by death row security? Why do record labels prostitute controversy? When did prosperity become surrogate fathers? This is a recipe to rape mothers of their children. This is how they smoke your Soldier Slims, jacked you for your Jam Master J's, murdered your freaky Tars, segregate your Lost Boys, lynched your LaRocks, crucified your camouflage, buried your Big L's, your Tupacs, your Yaki Gaddafis, execute your proof and profit off of mass marketing, incarcerate the carbon copies of Big Papa who tried to shine like the true star. Whoever thought that hip-hop would take it this far? Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade.